So this is really a remake of another one of my videos about my Speed Queen washing machine. The first couple of minutes of this video are obviously me talking. After that, what you're going to hear is the noise the washing machine makes during the washing cycle. Not during the spin cycle, just during the agitation cycle. It's loud enough to be annoying. It sounds like a bunch of coins or a bunch of pennies inside the machine rattling. And it turns out that there's a washer that vibrates and jiggles around, and if you put some grease on that washer, it solves the issue. So this video is going to be fixing that particular problem. If you go back and you search under my videos, there is a video of the original problem I had years ago, and it took a while, but somebody was nice enough to tell me what the issue was. So I didn't make this up. I didn't figure this out. Somebody from YouTube was nice enough to tell me what the problem was and how to fix it. So here we go. It's not that loud, but it sounds like a bunch of pennies rattling together. First thing to do is I got this little jack stand that I have. You have to lean that on its back, if it had a back, in order to get to the underneath, right? Because all this stuff is accessed from underneath. So turn it a little bit. I'm just going to unplug it, actually. For me, the easiest way to do this is to just turn it sideways and lean it back. I'll try not to disconnect any hoses. Okay. These two, right? Two on the bottom. Got one here and one there. And the top slide pulls down and out. So let's see what we got here. One. All right, let's see if we get this out. Pull it out and down. Okay. 7/16. Go through this hole on the bottom and unscrew white spindle pulley right there, and there's a screw or a bolt underneath it that you have to remove and then this entire thing drops down. Okay, so it wasn't that tight. Now I'm just doing it by hand. Okay, so for that hole, here's what I got out. This screw with a big fat washer on it. All right, I got a pry bar, but I could easily have a screwdriver. I'm putting it above this thing, watch. See how it goes down? And the white thing came out. So here's the white helix, whatever you want to call it. This right here. This thing. And now, still can't see because it's too bright there. Let's see. There we go. That's okay. See how I'm pushing that down? There's one, I don't know if there's one or two washers, it's hard to tell. That big giant washer right there. Let's see if there's anything else on top. No. It's just that big washer. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a little grease between that washer right there. I'm flicking it around. I'll put it above it. You hear it? And below it, I don't know if you can see it, it's a big metal thing. It's gold color. I'm gonna point to it. It's right there. I used some white lithium grease that was in that can there. And I also used some grease from my grease gun. I squirted it on my finger and on a toothbrush, and I tried to put it above and below that washer. So I tried so hard to put together a good video, but unfortunately, the camera focused on the wrong thing and it's dark. So what I did is I put some of that grease from the grease gun on the tip of my finger, and I tried to put it on the spindle and on the top and on the bottom of the washer, which is probably about 1 inch in diameter. It's a fairly big washer, you can't miss it. It's between the belt and I guess the pulley, it's above the belt, you can see. And again, I'm sorry this is blurry. I took an old toothbrush and I put grease on the old toothbrush, and that was actually a pretty good way to get it on the spindle. And then after I put grease with my finger and with a toothbrush, the best application was the spray, the WD-40 white lithium spray grease. That I was able to get above and below the washer and all over, like flood the area. I don't think you need that much, but just a little bit, and it actually worked fine. It also. There's below it. There's above it. All right, this is working actually a little bit better. A little bit easier to get my fingers in there. All right, so that's it. I lubricated it a lot, as you can see. So now I'm gonna put this white thing back up there. That's this. First I'm gonna push the whole thing back up in its spot. Now I'm gonna thread this and with this into the come on. Perfect. Now I'll put this back in there. By hand, I don't know if you can see that, but I can. Now we'll tighten that. Not going to overdo it. There we go. Okay. All right, I think that's tight enough. Okay, there's that. Just screw these back in. The driver. And then we'll run it and see if that worked. But as long as I have it up, I'm going to clean underneath there. So I had no idea it was that dirty. We'll run it small now and see if it makes any noise. So it filled up. Put some things in there. There it goes. There it goes. Same Sennheiser microphone. No noise. Normal distance. Now I have the microphone near the camera. Nice and quiet. Especially when there's some suds in a machine like this. That's it. Thanks for watching.